Alright, I know what you're thinking, alright? Alright? How did the Cold War form the KGB and end it? Alright? That's what you're thinking, right? Well, to get into this question, we first need to know where the KGB came from. The KGB was formed after many other agencies. Within the USSR's reign, there was Cheka, then OGPU, the Unified State Political Administration, then OPGU was absorbed into NKVD, People's Commissariat of Internal Affairs, which helped Stalin maintain power by orchestrating tons of purges. Then came the NKGB, People's Commissariat for State Security. Then the agencies turned into ministries, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the MVD, and the Ministry of State Security, the MGB. Then came the KGB in 1954. Well, what does the KGB stand for?
Комитет государственной безопасности.
Well, I can't pronounce that. So why was the KGB created, Davis? Why was the KGB Davis, why was the KGB created? Come on, Davis. Davis. The KGB was created to be the sword and the shield of the Communist Party. It was created to be carefully controlled by senior Communist Party's officials. It was even split up into 20 directories. The most important out of these 20 was foreign intelligence, domestic counterintelligence, technical intelligence, protection of the political leadership, and the security of the country's frontiers. These were extremely important in the Cold War, for half the war was intelligence. Some people ask me why I only show the top half of my waist. Now, well, actually, well, that's because, since I'm talking about the USSR, USSR, what, you know, I decided to wear my American shorts, you know, a little pride in here, you know, a little bit of pride, American pride, since I'm talking about the USSR, the Soviet Union, our galactic enemy, okay? Anyway, what operations does the KGB carry out? One thing the KGB were experts at was turning American agents to the dark side, because winners write history. And one of the KGB's double agents was Aldrich Ames. He fed Russia intel on the United States that got 10 American CIA agents killed. Another operation was Operation Pandora. This operation started coming into play in the 1960s when the KGB decided they wanted to poke at the racial tensions in the United States to spark internal conflict. In 1971, fictional pamphlets were made to appear as if they were written by the Jewish Defense League. It's bullshit. And were sent to black militant groups. The pamphlets said things like the black community was looting their stores and they were attacking Jews. The KGB wanted to create anti-Semitism in the black community. So, how did the KGB fall? Or did they even fall? At the end of the Cold War in 1991, the KGB was at an end. The KGB had been turned into the Federal Counterintelligence Service, or the FSK. And then 4 years later, turned into the FSB. Sounds like Facebook. Now this is my opinion. If those KGB agents, or the leaders and workers of the KGB, you know, trickled their way into the new places, because, you know, it was a quick switch. So they go into these new areas, and maybe those older operations that they had are continuing like a little river. What if? So, did the KGB really fall? I don't know. I like to think it did. Or not. KGB's kind of cool. Whatever. Come at me, bro. So, the conclusion. So at the end, the KGB was completely shaped out of the Cold War. It ended because of the Cold War, it started because of the Cold War. All of its operations happened within the Cold War. They even changed the Cold War. Their intelligence changed what happened within the Cold War, and we might still have infiltration in the United States today because of the Cold War.